Most dangerous creatures found underwater.
Like and subscribe right now, or you're gonna have terrible luck for the next week.
At this
From
point,
a
I'm just
fish
used
that
to it.
possesses a
Why do they get so aggressive at the beginning?
Because children watch their videos, and you can't just tell children, hey, please like and subscribe. The kid's like, I don't give a fuck. But if you tell the kid, like, I'm gonna murder your parents in their sleep, if you don't subscribe to my video right fucking now, the kid's gonna be like, holy shit, I gotta subscribe. It just works on kids. It's a good idea. I'm gonna start doing it. You better like and subscribe.
Or I will kill your whole family.
You will find a raw salmon under your pillow.
Ew.
I'm like the reverse Tooth Fairy, but with salmon.
Number 10. Stingrays. Although the
The most dangerous
chances of
creature
you being stung by a
Bet
stingray
why
is
they're gonna
next
say
to
it
nothing.
is
They
because it killed that one guy.
Steve Irwin?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Each spine contains venom,
guess.
and the stingray's tail can pack a
This is not all
powerful,
species of
incredibly
stingray, for the
painful
record.
sting. When stung,
This is not all species of stingray, for the record. In fact, I'm pretty sure most don't actually have venom. Just for the record.
you'll
What?
Did he die from one that had venom?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I thought that his tail just stabbed him in the heart.
Is that what happened? How did Steve Irwin die? That would be so unlucky.
Here,
With that tiny-ass stingray tail, it got you straight in the heart? No way.
that's what I thought, but maybe not.
If you're really unlucky and the barb has punctured your throat, neck, abdomen, or chest, or has pierced completely through a part of your body, you better get some help ASAP. Otherwise, what happened to renowned naturalist Steve Irwin might happen to you. Number 9.
Period.
The crown of thorns starfish.
Okay,
The crown of
sure,
thorns starfish is a
starfish.
kind of sea star so
Really?
named for the
Yep.
spines
Can
that
you
cover its
explain?
body and arms. The
I
sharp
didn't
spines
explain.
on the sides of the starfish limbs resemble thorns and create a crown-like shape, giving the creature its name. These thorns are extremely sharp, more than capable of piercing through
It has sharp thorns? This thing is a glorified sea urchin. Would you call a sea urchin one of the deadliest animals
I mean,
in the ocean?
We literally were able to touch them at the aquarium.
We pet sea urchin. This is just a sea urchin that is in the shape of a starfish.
the
How
area
many-
around the
Here's what I gotta know. What is this thing? The crown of thorns starfish. How many people has it killed? How many people died to crown of thorns? Fuck, dude. Thorns starfish. I feel like nobody. Okay, here's the Park Service killing thousands of them. Is there any history of them killing anybody? You can't call something one of the deadliest animals in the ocean if there's absolutely no observations of it killing anybody. I mean, maybe I'm stupid and wrong, but a starfish that's literally never killed anybody, as far as I can tell, being top 10 dangerous creatures underwater is dumb.
begins to swell, which may persist for weeks. The spines themselves may break off and become embedded inside the skin. This can
It's
lead
just a
to
cactus. Right? Like, this is a cactus. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
Well, like, it's like a cactus that can shimmy along the bottom.
It's like a sea cactus.
It's a sea cactus.
Not in a desert, but in the sea.
Sea cactus. And how, if you were to name the top 10 most dangerous living things in the desert, would you put a cactus on the list?
Maybe, because what else is in the desert?
You're right, there's fuck all. There's probably, that's the only thing in the desert.
Right.
Number 8. The bristleworm.
Okay, you
Most
lost
worm
me.
species
What
are
is it?
completely
a
harmless.
worm.
With a few they can easily pierce the skin, causing a lot of issues, including inflammation, burning, swelling.
Inflammation, burning, swelling, and numbness. Top 10 most dangerous. This is just another sea cactus. This is just a long sea cactus. Like, there's like
Well, doesn't
fucking...
that make them like... Wait, do they die after they do it when their thingies come off?
No. But like I'm not an advocate for fear of sharks, but the fact that you'd put a bristleworm and a starfish because they're spiny on here when there's like more than 10 shark species that are clearly more dangerous.
Although the stings aren't fatal, I imagine getting stung
Although the stings aren't fatal, most dangerous creatures found underwater. So you're telling me the 7th most dangerous creature underwater can't even kill somebody? Probably a
Number
hippo.
7. Blue-ringed octopus. immediately recognizable by their iridescent thick and Indian
Pretty.
oceans. But
Yeah.
when it's threatened,
You think
this
he's pretty?
tiny
If you saw him on a
cephalopod
beach, would you
shows
pick
its
him
true
up?
Fuck no.
There's like a meme, and someone posts this like Instagram picture, and it's like, oh, look at this cute octopus I found. And it's a blue-ringed octopus. It's just like a small blue-ringed octopus, and they're holding it in their hand. And like, oh, look how pretty it is. It's like deadly.
colors
I'm, like,
quite
killing him
literally.
easily.
It's at around 1,200 times more potent than cyanide. Even the slightest nick from a
1,200
blue-ringed octopus
times more
can
potent
be
than
fatal.
cyanide.
Number 6. The giant monkfish. The monkfish is a
The
savage
fuck?
and somewhat they
How is a
have
deep water
evolved a
predator
number of
dangerous to
adaptations
anybody,
which make
ever?
them adept at catching their prey.
That thing
weird
could eat
little
a baby
thing
at
going on
best.
its
Well,
head,
here's the
known
thing.
as the
Dangerous to what?
I feel like
Are we
if you're-
talking humans? Or are we talking like in general?
All right, so this video has 150,000 views. I'm gonna bet you all of those views are from human beings. So if you're gonna make a video about the most dangerous creatures, I'd assume you talk.
Okay, but like dangerous, like is it maybe dangerous to other? It's people. It's people. It's people. We're just
like, why would you make a video about like
Can be
what?
wriggled
No,
around.
hold on. Why? Why would you make a video about like most like what? Most dangerous?
I don't know,
to
I feel like-
small reef fish,
Most dangerous to sharks. Most dangerous to megalodons.
sea cucumbers, starfish.
Starfish.
Starfish and bristleworms are most dangerous to sharks.
Anything. It literally could be anything.
It literally could
But
be.
that would still be informative. Like people would still watch that. People wouldn't be like, "Oh, I'm only watching this because I'm a human being."
Also, have you been scared at all?
No.
Okay, yeah.
In one rare incident, a diver mistaken a monkfish for a grouper. He then proceeds to touch the presumably harmless fish, only for the monkfish to clamp down on it.
So the one rare instance of the interaction is the monkfish bit a guy's hand. Imagine top 10 most dangerous. What have we got so far for top 10 most dangerous? Has never hurt a human. Is not fatal, like this, just spines that aren't fatal, basically a glorified cactus. And one time bit a dude's hand. That's our most dangerous
His
creatures
hand
underwater.
with its vice-like
So they're being
grip, the
they're being a
diver's
little
friends
dramatic.
actually had to pry the
Well, not
monkfish's
even. Like, there are
mouth
plenty of dangerous things underwater. It's not dramatic. It's just, why? These are just bad choices.
Number 5. The Great Barracuda. The Great Barracuda is amongst the
I
top
would put
predators in the
barracuda in
ocean
top 10
and use
probably.
very highly developed. Then again, it's hard not to imagine one of these attacks ending with a couple of severed fingers.
It's hard not to
Number
imagine
4.
it. It is, because it
Severed
hasn't
fingers.
happened.
The
Severed
stonefish.
fingers.
Well, it didn't even happen.
Still,
That was
what was it?
in-
Number what?
That was number 5.
Number 5. Just a couple severed fingers. Not
Not
even death.
Not even severed fingers. He said you could imagine how they could cause severed fingers.
Bullshit.
Here, you're sitting on the water.
The stonefish has a camouflage so
All right,
effective
stonefish
you
really
wouldn't
good.
be able to see it even
Stonefish
if
is
it was
great.
2 inches away from your nose. Excruciating pain and temporary paralysis.
Oh.
Already a lethal combination, especially if you are diving miles away from
Why is he
shore.
picking him up?
And if you're really unlucky,
he's
the
fucking
venom
Jeremy
can also
Wade.
stop your heart
a
instantly.
psychopath for
Fortunately,
fish.
there is an anti-venom developed for the stonefish's toxin. But
Yeah,
it won't
okay.
do
That's
you
how
any
you.
good.
That's how you can justify the fact that humans have felt the need to develop an anti-venom for stonefish toxin. Should tell you enough about stonefish interacting with humans. If we spent the time and research to develop an anti-venom, it was a problem somewhere.
When divers accidentally step on them. But that doesn't mean that people haven't succumbed to the stonefish's deadly cocktail. Number 3.
Wait, so if I were to step on one,
Mhm.
it would kill me.
No, it doesn't kill you.
It would paralyze me.
Say it again.
No.
Paralyze.
Paralyze.
It would paralyze you, and if you're diving, you're underwater, and you get paralyzed, especially if you're alone,
Then you would die.
then you drown.
Wh-
You run out of air. You
So-
can't move.
So, okay.
Sure.
Where?
I mean,
Where are they?
Not here.
Well, not obviously. We're in
They're,
Missouri.
they're reef fish.
Where
Oh, yeah,
are?
we are in Missouri.
like-
Not America.
Okay, but like, are they? Are
Maybe
they?
Southern America.
Like, if you were to walk on a beach and walk in the water, would they be like shallow?
They're
shallow?
reef fish. So you're not gonna come up. You're not gonna come along them unless you're like diving.
So that's never. So you think that's happened often, where people have just stepped on them and then?
I think it has happened a lot. I actually agreed with that one specifically because I think it has happened a lot. That's why I said if humans felt the need to research and develop an anti-venom for it, it has to have happened enough that people got tired of it. Even if it's like one island community and they're like, God damn these stonefishes every time they go fishing. It's still enough.
Okay.
I mean, it shouldn't be number 4. There's so many more dangerous things, but it's.
I'm surprised they haven't said the megalodon.
If they say the megalodon.
3. The cone snail.
Another
when
good one.
talking about cone
I'm
snails
terrified
are
of cone
only
snails.
10 to 15 centimeters long and look quite innocent, but a single drop of
What the fuck is that?
That's his tube.
His tube?
That's his tube.
Can you explain?
I don't know enough to explain. I know with the freshwater aquatic snails that I have, they push that tube out to try and breathe. But I don't know if that's what he's doing. They can also use it as like an ovipositor to like drop eggs.
So, do all fish have tubes?
That's a snail, not a fish.
They are awesome looking snails and are prized by shell collectors. However, handling these
Just
creatures
physically
should always
recoil.
be done with aren't active and aggressive
bad
hunters
afraid
of
of
prey,
snails?
but rather harpoon
do you not see
their
the
prey
things
with
coming
hollow
up?
teeth and
It's
in
just his
There's, like-
tube, bro.
Yeah, but like, that's nobody needs to be reaching for anything with a tube. Like, nobody needs to be doing that.
He's just snorkeling.
He needs to chill. I'm not a fan of that.
check lethal venom through. They aren't called cigarette snails for nothing. Why, you might ask? Well, their venom is so toxic that once stung, a person only has time to smoke a single cigarette before he or she eventually dies.
What a hilarious way to name a snail. It's called the cigarette snail because once you're stung, you only have time for a single cig before you die.
I thought they were gonna say like, "Oh, cigarettes kill you." Like,
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be like, but I was like, well, that's kind of slow.
Yeah, that's
how does
slow
this, how
death.
does this relate? You have time to. Who timed it and was like, oh yeah, 42 seconds. Hey, that's how long it takes the average person to
that's
smoke a
exactly how long it just took me to light my cig.
Let's not say that it takes let's not say it takes a minute to kill you. Let's say it takes the length of one cigarette. Oh no, I've been stung. Guess I'll smoke.
Now it's time for today's best pick.
Today's best pick. Oh, I love Hunter M's best
Today's
pick.
best pick looks to be a
Wow.
gigantic eel. Now,
Eel.
no such a thing lives
No!
It didn't look real. I was just confirming.
It's a moray eel. We saw one of those at the aquarium.
Yeah, but look at those. Look at that. I don't know.
He had those teeth. They have like glass teeth. He was just small. This is large. This is drawn.
You want to marry that?
a little smaller.
But like the glass teeth. Don't you think that might be a little painful here or there?
Today, but there is actually a living eel that is extremely dangerous, even though it's not quite as large as the one in the
If
photo.
he says the moray eel is number 2.
2. The moray eel, possessing a snake-like body, a protruding snap.
Okay. I did a whole ass presentation on why sharks aren't actually dangerous. So here's your presentation on why moray eels aren't actually dangerous. I talked to my uncle when I was a kid and learned about this. There's a movie that came out like say similar time to Jaws, like an old ass movie where there's like a moray eel that hunts divers. So like people go diving in this reef and the moray eel like attacks them. He's like the super angry eel. Doesn't happen. No. But apparently like my uncle's entire generation was scarred and thinks that moray eels attack people because of that movie.
Okay, so then what is their purpose for glass teeth if they don't attack people?
You know people aren't supposed to be in the ocean, right? They eat fish. They attack fish.
Well then why do we go in the ocean?
Because we're like, ooh, pretty color on reef. Ooh.
That's fucked up.
It's not that, if you minimize your environmental impact, diving is fine. It's cool. It's fun. You get to observe, and then you have a greater appreciation for it. And we get videos like this. It's a cool video. I don't think you should be calling him the second most dangerous creature underwater, considering they've never once killed a person.
Never once?
Never once.
I don't know.
I'm
Pushing it.
confident that a moray eel has never killed a person.
Has Soph ever lived? You know? No.
Alright, tell me why the moray eel is
And
dangerous.
why Jaws, there's no mistaking the look of a vicious moray
baby.
eel. I mean, just look at it. If there's a sea creature that
Little
looks like the
baby.
personification of death itself,
Hang on. You're literally watching another fish get murdered by this eel. And
Oh,
you're
he's already
saying,
dead.
sweet booby.
Look at him though. Look at his facial expressions. Just watch.
itself, it must be this thing. Despite their name, they're not actually eels, but rather
Is that the same eel in Super Mario 64?
No. Well, maybe. I don't know. You think I know the species of eel in Mario 64?
It kind of looks like him.
Also, these aren't mutually exclusive.
they tend to be in crevices and holes during the day. Then
See?
So I
He's
don't
just
really have to
hanging
worry.
out.
I don't really have to worry about Zach cheating on me with other women. It's more so eels.
Mm-hmm.
And so this
Moray eels in specific.
this is really difficult for me
Mm-hmm.
to let him watch this because it's pretty much like he's just openly watching the P word.
The P word. You can't say porn.
I don't know. Can I say porn?
especially at night, don't go sticking your hand into dark holes.
How is it the second most dangerous creature underwater if all you have to do to avoid it is to not stick your hand in dark holes when diving at night? Who the fuck was sticking their hand in dark holes while diving at night?
I've got a little challenge for you that'll take 5 seconds.
Challenge!
So, here's the
Poggers.
deal.
Who's
Just
this
leave a
guy?
like on this video.
I don't know.
Smash that subscribe
Leave a
button,
like,
hit
smash the
notification
subscribe button,
bell,
hit the
and you'll
notification
get
bell.
25 years of amazing
Amazing.
luck. Try it. It
Wow.
really works.
You know, they threatened me last time with a tarantula, and a tarantula didn't crawl on my face, and I didn't subscribe. So I'm starting to think these challenges are bogus.
Don't say that because then your subscribers are gonna be like, "Oh, that's bogus," because you wanted to use it.
Oh, that's right. Subscribe to me or you'll die.
Number 1. The Stargazer fish. Instantly recognized.
Sure.
Is that number 1?
There's not a single shark on here.
Well, that's good. Then people are starting to understand that sharks aren't dangerous.
Sharks aren't dangerous like people think they are, but any old bull shark is more dangerous than anything on this list.
among the
Fugly
most
though, aren't
frightening
they?
fish in the ocean. They are capable of vacuuming up, electrocuting, and delivering deadly venom
Oh
to
my
their
God!
enemies.
They're
This
called
trifecta of
stargazers.
deadly the fish
Oh, what
named
did they
for
just
the
do?
upward-facing
They ate a
eyes
fish.
and gaping mouths
He digs
located
himself in.
Look at those little motherfuckers. Those things are scary.
Not that dangerous though.
before deftly stunning and overpowering
I gotta
their
know if one of
victims
them has
at
ever hurt a
lightning speed.
person.
Thank you
Nope.
for sticking with me till
Did any of those on the list ever hurt a person except for a stonefish? Stingray. Stingray and stonefish were the legit
What are
ones.
the odds that it was one of the most famous deaths though in Stingray and it's number 10, and then this motherfucker.
Never killed a person. Probably never even attacked a person is number 1.